Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications, or don't, I don't really care, just kidding. No, seriously, it helps the channel grow and lets me know you guys are enjoying the content. Today, we're diving into the world of anime, but with a twist. We're not going to be talking about plot or characters or any of that other stuff. Okay, maybe a little bit. Instead, we'll be counting down the top 10 anime that feature some of the most iconic soundtracks. Get ready to blast your eardrums because these openings, endings, and OSTs will have you screaming banger alert in the comments. Trust me, you'll be headbanging and vibing to these tunes long after the video is over. First up, we got the coolest anime this side of the Milky Way Cowboy Bebop. This show is the epitome of style, with its jazzy soundtrack that just screams space western. It's like if Clint Eastwood traded in his poncho for a spaceship and a saxophone. The music, composed by the legendary Yoko Kanno, is so good, it could make a bowl of space ramen taste like a 5-star meal. Every track, from Tank to the Real Folk Blues, perfectly captures the show's mix of action, adventure, and melancholy. Seriously, if you haven't listened to this soundtrack, you're missing out. Next up is Naruto, the anime that made everyone want to learn Shadow Clones and Rasengan. But let's be real, half the reason we love this show is because of its epic soundtrack. Remember Bluebird? That song single-handedly launched 1,000 AMVs and made us all feel some type of way. And don't even get me started on the other opening themes. From the rockin' beats of Go to the emotional roller coaster of Haruka Kanata, Naruto's soundtrack is a journey in itself. It's like training with Kakashi, but instead of throwing kunais, you're throwing down sick beats. Okay, let's be real for a second. Is there anything Joe Hisaishi touches that doesn't turn to gold? This guy is a musical genius, and his work on Spirited Away is pure magic. The soundtrack perfectly blends traditional Japanese instruments with orchestral pieces, creating an otherworldly atmosphere that sucks you right into the spirit world. Every time I listen to One Summer's Day or The Sixth Station, I feel like I'm floating down a river with No Face and Chihiro, and it's awesome. Hisaishi's music doesn't just accompany the animation, it elevates it to a whole new level. Chapter 4, Neon Genesis. Evangelion, get in the robot, and prepare for some epic music. Next up, we've got Neon Genesis Evangelion, a show that's as famous for its mind-bending plot as it is for its iconic opening theme. Seriously, A Cruel Angel's Thesis is practically an anime anthem at this point. It's impossible to hear those first few notes and not want to jump into a giant robot and fight some angels. But Evangelion's soundtrack is more than just its opening. The haunting melodies and epic orchestral pieces perfectly capture the show's themes of isolation, despair, and hope. Trust me, listening to this soundtrack is an experience. Chapter 5, Your Lie in April. Warning, this soundtrack will make you cry, but in a good way. Get your tissues ready, because Your Lie in April is here to wreck your emotions with its beautiful and heart-wrenching soundtrack. This anime is a love letter to music, and it shows in every single note. The piano pieces, especially, are guaranteed to give you chills. Seriously, Again in Watashi no USO will have you reaching for the tissue box faster than you can say Chopin. But it's not just the sad stuff that makes this soundtrack great. There's a sense of hope and joy woven throughout the music, reflecting the characters' own journeys of healing and self-discovery. Chapter 6, Samurai Champloo. When hip-hop met samurai, and created an epic soundtrack. Now let's travel back in time to feudal Japan with Samurai Champloo, an anime that's known for its unique blend of action, humor, and hip-hop. The soundtrack, primarily composed by the late Nujabes, is a masterpiece of blending genres. We're talking traditional Japanese instruments mixed with beats that would make your head nod. It's like watching a samurai duel while listening to a boombox, and it's amazing. Tracks like Battle Cry and Shiki no Uta perfectly capture the show's gritty atmosphere and stylish action sequences. Chapter 7, next up is Attack on Titan, the anime that taught us that giant humanoid monsters are terrifying. But you know what's not terrifying? The show's epic soundtrack. Seriously, Gurren no Yumiya is the ultimate hype song. It makes you want to grab some 3D maneuver gear and take on the colossal titan yourself. But it's not all about the action. The soundtrack also features haunting melodies and choral pieces that perfectly capture the show's sense of dread and wonder. Chapter 8, My Hero Academia Plus Ultra. This soundtrack is a smash hit. Let's be real, My Hero Academia wouldn't be the same without its incredible soundtrack. Seriously, this anime has won awards for its music, and for good reason. Every track, from the upbeat opening themes to the inspiring orchestral pieces, perfectly captures the show's message of hope and heroism. And you can't forget about the character themes. They're all bangers, even Minetta's. Don't even try to tell me you don't scream "You Say Run" every time Deku uses One for All at 100%. I know you do, you glorious weeb, you. Chapter 9, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Prepare for the Feels. This soundtrack is golden. Get ready for some serious feels because Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is here to take you on an emotional roller coaster. This anime has one of the most memorable soundtracks out there, and the ending theme, USO, is guaranteed to give you chills. But it's not just the ending theme that's great. Every track, from the action-packed battle themes to the heart-wrenching emotional pieces, is perfectly crafted to enhance the story. Chapter 10, One Piece, setting sail with the best soundtrack on the Grand Line. Finally, we have One Piece, the anime that's been sailing the high seas for over 2 decades. And you know what's been there the whole time? An epic soundtrack that's as vast and adventurous as the Grand Line itself. From the iconic We Are opening theme to the emotional character songs, One Piece's music has something for everyone. Outro. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and blare. These soundtracks. That's it for today's countdown. Did your favorite anime make the list? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to tell me what anime soundtracks I missed. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, why not hit that like button harder than Saitama punches? It really helps the channel out and lets me know you guys are enjoying this type of content. And while you're at it, why not subscribe and join the bro army? We've got memes, gaming, and enough anime to sink 1,000 pirate ships. Thanks for watching, bros. Stay awesome.